Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. It is a gorgeous day, and that at this time of year can be a good thing and a bad thing. Okay? Love the weather, but that means I have to go out and mow the lawn. At this point in my life, I just don't like doing it anymore. Anyway, how whiny is that? I have nothing to do but spend 45 minutes a week mowing the lawn. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Little air does not mean play soft, necessarily. Okay? Anyway, let's talk about that. Let me honk first. I have played. I'm kettlebelled. I've been throwing baseballs. I've taught. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock. Okay? Let me play a little bit and we'll get to it. Got a mark on the lip anywhere. Hellacious double high Cs, locked in, right down to a single pedal C. Okay? All with the same mouthpiece, no noodling in between. It's relaxed. All with just a sniff of air. A sniff of air. Now, this is a common theme. It's one of my three biggies that I talk about in the book. Relax the corners, proper tongue position, and don't overblow. As little air as possible. Okay? And I was just explaining it to a new student just before I got this video. He's from the UK and he's from the high school, and I think he's gonna do beautifully. Now, he started with this all with his teacher a couple months ago, but this was his first lesson with me. And so I started right from the beginning. Okay, relax. Da, 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 da. Now, guys, you got to keep in mind, overblowing can ruin everything. It really can. Now, it ties into what I was talking about yesterday with the Bach mouthpieces. Okay? The Bach mouthpieces force you, not only allow you, but force you to play collapsed. Okay? Guys, if you are overblowing, you're just bound to collapse. Okay? Bound to collapse. And when you start collapsing, the only thing left to do is to press harder to keep the lips from completely collapsing. And after you get past that, especially with the Calit mouthpiece, it just shuts off. Okay? Now, overblowing can ruin the greatest intentions of relaxed corners and proper, it just blows it all apart. Okay? So you cut back on as little air as possible. Okay? Now, I am going to just take a sniff. I'm not going to play up close because it'll blow the microphone out. Okay, so I'm going to spit buzz. That was a huge tone. Just a little air. Now, Maynard, God bless him. God bless him. But his theatrics with this, screwed up so many trumpet players. He's the first one to tell you that a lot of that was, indeed, show and theatrics. Okay? Now, I do think he was overblown a little bit. Thus the scars on his lips. But so be it. Okay? Now, once again, back to the theme. Little air does not have to mean soft playing. Now, very often, I have guys that are chronic overblowers. Chronic overblowers. And them, occasionally, I will have them cut back on the volume, a la, not as soft as Herbert L. Clark, but in that regard, to get more control with less air. Okay? Now, think about it. What in any endeavor, be it a windmill or one of those windmills for energy or whatever, what would be easier to control? A little sliver of air or a tornado? Hurricane, right? Guys, it's just easier. And what we are after is ease of playing, okay? But that doesn't mean you play like a church mouse, okay? Now, in today's playing I talked about, with the technology and everything that's available, the Conrad Garzo Slam Bam power is not necessarily at a premium nowadays, okay? That's the way I like to play. I like to play full and strong. Even if I'm playing Caress the Baby, I like it full, okay? That's just the way I was brought up. That's the way my idols play. That's what I want. But even then, it doesn't matter what tone you want. It is all controlled by the compression between the tongue and the bottom lip. And it is just easier to control a little sliver of air. Okay? Sometimes when I get playing, and I get in the middle of a phrase, I find myself, it's a quickie, and that's why a lot of times when I'm playing Arbin and whatnot, I do take some liberties with the amount of time that I am taking a breath, because I don't want it to get, I might break a little bit more than I would just to make sure that everything's right. When you're retired, you can do that. Anyway, guys, it does not mean play soft. I think extended soft playing is not a great thing. Okay? Now here's the deal. If I'm going to equate it to lifting weights, which is not the exact same thing, but you'll get the equivalent. If you are lifting weights over and over and over with little 10-pound dumbbells, okay, curls, presses, everything, over and over, 24 hours a day, yes, you'll get stronger. But if somebody asks you to bench press 300 pounds, these little 10-pound guys are not going to do it. The same thing with trumpet playing. If you practice hours and hours and hours at pianissimo, now I'm exaggerating now to prove a point. If you play hours at pianissimo and somebody asks you to play Mahler or lead with Maynard, you're not going to have it. It's not going to work. On the other hand, if you are playing correctly, without straining, okay, in a decent mezzo forte to forte area, without straining the lips, you're going to have the extreme loud and the extreme soft at your fingertips because you are compressing a sliver of air as opposed to a tornado. Okay? Guys, you can have the relaxed chops and you can have the tongue in the perfect position, but if you're coming at it with a tornado of air, it just blows it apart. It just blows it apart. You can't keep the impression. It just blows it apart. Now again, if you heard any of my students, and I've had thousands of them over the years, literally working on close to 4,000 students over the years, okay? Not one of them was a little wimpy player. Every single one of them had the control to play soft. Just them and a harp. Absolutely, you have that control. But they could also knock the walls down with Maynard and play in a whisper, all the exact same amount of air. It was all in the compression. All right? All right. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables. Add some starches to it, man. I'm so excited about this. Guys are loving it. Guys are loving it. Anyway, have a great day. We'll talk again tomorrow. Life's good. Love you all.